Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to our session today about ProQuest Ebook Central. ProQuest Ebook Central is our platform for ebooks. Today, inshallah, we'll learn more about it, how to access, what are the content available for you, the value added, etc. Before I actually start the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Anas Obeid. I'm responsible for all training and consultation activities in Middle East Africa region at ProQuest. So basically, I'm here to help. I'm here to make everything clear to you. I'm here to provide you with some kind of guidance. I'm here to answer questions and provide any necessary help that you might need. Please feel free to reach me at any time via WhatsApp, my cell phone number, and also on our email address. Anything related to ProQuest, please feel free to reach me. If this is your first time to know about ProQuest, let me just give you a brief idea about us. So we are a US company. We are what we call aggregator company. So in terms of information and content provider, there's two key players in the market. The first one is publishers like Elsevier, like Wiley, Taylor & Francis. And the second player is aggregators like us. The main difference between the publishers and the aggregators, publishers, they publish their own work. They have their own authors, they have their own magazines, journals, books, etc. And they publish their own work only. On the other hand, aggregators like us, we have agreements with hundreds and thousands of publishers from all over the world. We are taking some of their content and put it in our platform. So this will make it very easy for you to access thousands of contents from hundreds and thousands of different publishers in one single platform. Of course, not everything the publishers they have, we do have. It depends on our agreements. At ProQuest, we have different packages, different databases, different collections, and even different platforms. We have a platform for journals, for magazines, for reports, and we have a platform for ebooks, which we will talk about it today. ProQuest Ebook Central is our dedicated platform for ebooks. So inshallah, today we will cover the main thing about this Ebook Central platform, how you can use it, how you can access it. We'll talk about the package that you have access to, which is Academic Complete. What are the value? What are the subject coverage? And also, I will share with you some tools that especially faculty members, they can use in order to share books with their students, with their colleagues, etc. And as I told you before we start the session, I will try to answer all your questions. Hopefully, I will do my best to answer all your questions at the end of the session. So please, just like make sure that you will submit your questions at the end of the session, not now. Okay, we're supposed to take around 1 hour for the whole session, and hopefully you will enjoy it and you will really get a lot of information and useful information, which would help you as a student, as a faculty member, and as a researcher. So ProQuest Ebook Central is really our dedicated, amazing platform for ebooks. As I mentioned earlier, we have journals, we have magazines, we have reports, etc. But we thought that it is really useful to have one platform for all our ebooks offering. It is very easy, amazing kind of design, very simple. It's like your Google, but it is your library Google. So here you can have access to thousands of books, trusted books coming from prestigious publishers from all over the world, covers almost all subject areas from business to engineering to health, etc. in a very easy way. So with books, it's really different than journals and articles and magazines. With books, you need to know three main things, okay? The first thing is Ebook Central is available to everyone under HEC, Higher Education Commission in Pakistan. So if you are in a specific university or institution under HEC, you have free access to this amazing platform. Okay, this is number one. And I will show you how to access it. There is actually 2 ways to access ProQuest Ebook Central. Second thing you need to know that basically, books are very, very expensive and you have access to more than 180,000 books. So publishers, they said, because you don't actually own these books, they put a small restriction in the offline usage of their books, okay? The offline usage or the restrictions only on the three main things: copy, save to PDF, and full download. So you have like a limit, a daily limit for maximum number of pages you can copy per day. And also you have limit to maximum number of pages you can save as PDF per day. And if you need to download a book, it is actually borrowing the book from the library. So you need to have a specific software to open it offline, to open your downloaded book offline. And you need to return it back after a certain number of days, which I will explain in more details, inshallah, when we do a live demo. Okay. The last thing you need to know about it, that you can search. So if you are coming easily and you are accessing ProQuest Ebook Central, you need to create an account. Very simple, easy way to create an account. By creating an account, this will give you the ability to download books, to highlight, to annotate, to add your personal comments, etc. It is very important to have an account because it will give you a lot of features and options. Okay, so these are my three main things you need to consider. When you open any book, you'll find the daily limit. So how many pages I can copy, how many pages I can save to PDF, for how long I can borrow the book. Everything will be mentioned clearly on your on Ebook Central and on the details page of any book you open. So this is about Ebook Central. Now let's talk about your package, the Academic Complete, the database that you have access to. So what is it? What you have access to? You have access to more than 180,000 books. These books, they cover almost all subject areas. They are coming from prestigious publishers. We have books from Wiley, from Elsevier, from Springer, from Theon Francis, from Emerald, and we keep adding books. Every month, we add new books to this package in order to enhance you and your students' experience. In general, more than 10%, we have growth, like more than 10% year over year. And we keep adding content because we want to really give you the best experience of books available. So basically, we keep adding books regularly. We cover, as I told you, most of almost all subject area. But if I want to focus on the top 10 subject areas, we have a lot of books related to business, to management, to engineering, to health, to nurse, to computers, to technology, etc. And we are doing our best really to target the most prestigious publishers in the market today. We have some kind of exclusive relationship with university presses from all over the world. We keep adding content. These content, some of the books are old, some of the books are new. It depends first on our agreement with the publishers and also in the subject area, because sometimes if you are looking into books related to history, of course you need to have old books. But if you are looking to the books related to technology, to health, you should have really a recent and newly published books. But in general, more than 30,000 of our titles were published in the past 5 years. And as I mentioned, we keep adding content regularly. So what are the benefits for you as a users? You can access at any time. You just need to come from one of two places, which I will explain. You need to be part of HEC network, Higher Education Commission. It is very easy to use. It's very easy to download books on your smartphone devices, in your tablets and iPads, and in your computer as well. There is a lot of useful tools that you can use as a student, as a researcher, and as a faculty member. So I told you about these, like some kind of restrictions, you know. So the books that you cannot really download the book forever, right? This is what I told you. And you need to have a specific software to download the book. You need to know that you have a daily limit for how many pages you can copy or you can save as PDF. But honestly speaking, what we did, we got a lot of requests from people like you, that is there a way that we can really remove these kind of restrictions? Back in 2018, we started an initiative to really remove the restrictions from the books available on Ebook Central. So we started something called DRM free titles. Okay, so we spoke to the publishers. We tried to convince them that, can you please remove these restrictions? Thankfully, more than 200 publishers, they cooperated with us and they said, yes, no problem. So for you, you have almost 25% of the content available on Academic Complete on Ebook Central, they are DRM free titles, digital right management free titles. So this means you can copy as many pages as you want. You can download the full book as a normal PDF and you will have it forever. So this initiative we did actually to enhance your experience with Ebook Central. And although if I were you, I will not focus on the DRM free titles. I will just try to see what are the books related to me and how best I can use them, which I will explain inshallah just now when I go do a live demo. So this is basically about ProQuest Ebook Central and about Academic Complete. Now let's do a live demo. I will explain and I will show you how to access ProQuest Ebook Central and how to create an account and how best to use ProQuest Ebook Central. So let me just share my other screen. So there is actually two ways that you can use to access ProQuest Ebook Central. The first one is the HEC Digital Library page. You need to go to HEC Digital Library. You need to go to your institution. Okay, you need to select your institution and then go to the resources. Then you'll find the link to Ebook Central. This is one way to do it. And also in the digital or HEC Digital Library page, you can come to the main page here and under useful links, what you can do, under useful links, you will see that there is like a link to your ebooks. So basically HEC, they subscribed to multiple platforms to provide ebooks. I think there's a problem with the internet here. The websites of HEC Digital Library, sorry for that. So let me just open the page again for you. This is the one. I think there's a problem with the HEC Digital Library page. No problem. Until this is open, let me show you the other way how you can access your Ebook Central. So we created this page, which is the HEC LibGuide page, which is the ProQuest Resources Guide. This page you can come, it is proquest.libguides.com/HEC. Here you can find all the ProQuest collections available for you as HEC. You have access to a database called ProQuest Dissertation and Thesis Global, which is the largest and the biggest collection of dissertation and thesis in the world. You have access to ProQuest Ebook Central. This is what we will talk about it. You have access to ProQuest Business Premium Collection. And you have access to RefWorks, Pivot, and the single search box, which is Summon. So here, I put all the information about every collection, every service from us. So if you need to know more about RefWorks, you can access here, the RefWorks LibGuide to know more about it. If you need to know more about Pivot, you can do the same here. Summon, ProQuest Dissertation and Thesis, and Ebook Central. So this is in order to know more about our resources, and you can even listen to some recorded session in the past, download the slides from here. So I did some sessions on HEC Digital Library and ProQuest resources in general. I did another session for ProQuest Platform Advanced Training, Ebook Central Advanced Training, etc. Everything will be here. And in order to access these resources, you can just like check the access links here and click on ProQuest Ebook Central. Once you click on ProQuest Ebook Central, we will make sure that you are coming from Pakistani university. There's some authentication in between. And once we know, and we guarantee that you are coming from a Pakistani institution, you will have access to ProQuest Ebook Central. This is the main page of ProQuest Ebook Central. Here you can find all our ebooks. You can do a basic search from here. You can do advanced search, and you can even browse by subject. But before doing these kind of things, let me show you how you can create an account. Create an account, as I told you, this will give you like more options, more features, more tools, and more somehow powerful kind of control to ProQuest Ebook Central. Creating an account is very, very easy. You just need to click on sign in. If you already created an account in the past, just put the email address here and the password. If this is your first time, click on create account. So fill in the information, your first name, last name, email address, and your password. Create account. So basically that's it. Just your first name, last name, email address, and password. It is recommended to use your own institution email address. In this way, it is very, very easy for you, okay? And you'll get this message that your account has been created. And now these are the options available for you. You may now download, highlight, annotate, set default citation style, and save to your bookshelf, okay? I'll click on continue. So now let's see how we can really use this amazing platform to search for ebooks. So as I told you, we can use a basic search. If we don't know from where to start, maybe I want to search for like something related to climate change, for example. I just want to see something about climate change, but I don't know from where to start. I can use the basic search. So climate change, ProQuest will somehow put by default and between the multiple words that will enter. So we'll search everything for climate and change. These two words should come inside a single book in order for this book to be available on the list of results. So let me just keep it as it is and hit search. So on climate change, I can see that I have around 100,000 books related to climate change, which is really amazing. This means that we have really a lot of books related to climate change. But at the same time, we really need to focus more. We really need to somehow provide more kind of options, search terms, in order to get some kind of specific and accurate search results. And by this, you can even use our filters here. You can filter by year of publication. Maybe you are interested in the recently published books on climate change. You can filter like by 2020 books, 2019, 2018, and also you can click on show more to see that we have really a huge list of books back to 1761. We have 3 books were published in 1761 related to climate change, which is really, really amazing. Okay. Also, you can use the subject. So we know that these books are already grouped under specific subjects. So I can just like filter by my interested subjects, by my interested languages, and even my interested author. So by this, I can also do some kind of filtration, and I will filter based on the things that I'm really looking for. This is the first way how we can easily just do a basic search. Now, let's see how I can browse by subject. So, for example, I am in the engineering kind of department, okay? I want to see the books related to civil engineering or the constructions or whatever. So I can come here, I can check here what are the books related to civil engineering under ProQuest Ebook Central. So I can have more than 2,700 books related to engineering, which is really great. Again, I can use the filters to narrow down the results based on the year of publication, subject, language, and author. Also, I can check, like, for example, I am really into environmental studies. So I can click here to see all the books related to environmental studies, and I have more than 3,300 books. So as you can see, you have multiple options and ways to search for your books. The last one I want to show you how to search is the advanced search. So let's say that you are really looking for a specific book. You are from the health department. You want to see books related to diabetes, obesity, and some kind of drugs, etc. So you can come here, you can search by title, by author, by publisher. If you have even the ISBN number. So this is also good that I want to search for a specific title. Let me just see if we have this book with this ISBN number. I know this book, and actually my supervisor, my doctor gave me, and I want to see if it's already available here on ProQuest Ebook Central or not. So I can just put ISBN filter, and I'll put my ISBN and hit search. And I will see, yes, it is there. This is the one I'm actually looking for, Industrial Economics and Principle of Management. And also, as I mentioned, I can search by title, I can search by publisher, by subject, etc. So let's say that I want to really search about a specific book. It's related to drugs. So basically, I want drugs to be within the title, okay? And I also need to add diabetes. This is the one to be in the keyword and full text. And also I need obesity to be added. So basically I need all books related to diabetes and obesity, and also drugs to be mentioned within the title of that book. I can also specify that I need only the books were published from like 2000 till now, or from 2010 till 2015, etc. So you can also filter by your publication, by your specific language. But although, just bear in mind that basically most of our books are available in English. More than 95% of our books available in English. The download format is really, this is not that much important for you, because basically the PDF and EPUB will work both on the laptop, but we have some kind of softwares and some kind of programs, they prefer the EPUB or they prefer the PDF. So if you are not really into it, so keep them without any problem. And when you are done, you can just hit search, and based on your search terms, we'll just provide you with the results. So I can see that we have 59 books related to diabetes and obesity, and also the drugs is mentioned in the title, as you can see. Again, I can filter by year of publication, by subject, by language, and by author. So by this, you can see how you can easily search for your interested kind of books. So you have the basic search, you have the advanced search, and you have the browse subject. Now, let's see what we can do now and what are the really things available for us, and we can even get more and more benefit from these books. So now, let's see, I want to really search for high blood pressure kind of books, okay? So I will just use the basic search here. I can see that we have a lot of titles, a lot of things related to high blood pressure, more than 93,000 titles related to this. And what I can see, now I want to check these books. I can easily just check or sort them by relevancy, by publication date. So the most recently published, it will become first. And I can also by title, by publisher, and by author. So basically, this is how you can easily filter your results based on the things that you really need better. So now let's talk more about how to open, how to study, and how to check the tools available for me inside Ebook Central. So for example, I want to check this book, okay? So this book, once you open it, you will get this message that if it's about the availability. So I can see that my institution has unlimited access to this book. This is great. And these are the things I told you about. So basically, you have a daily limit. So this is the maximum number of pages I can copy per day. And this is the number of pages I can save or print as PDF per day. So I have 417 pages, okay? And I have 209 pages I can copy. And this, by the way, this is per 24 hours. So basically, if you can come tomorrow, this will be reset, and you have another 209 pages to copy from, and another 417 pages to download and to save as PDF. And I can borrow or download the book to use it offline for up to 30 days. Okay, so this is all the information you need to know. It will be here. The book details, I can just check the details to see the title, the author, everything, all the information I need. I can check the table of content. Here are all the chapters. If the chapter number of pages is within my daily limit of printing or saving as PDF, you'll see this download PDF next to your chapter. So you can just go and download any chapter, okay? Let's say that, Anas, this is great, but I want to use this book offline. I don't have really a good internet access at home, so I need to download this book on my machine. I'm now at the university in order to read it at home. So I say, no problem. You can come here and click on download book from here, or even when you open the book, the download will be option will be there. So once you click on download book, you can just follow the steps on the screen. So we will detect what type of devices you are using. In my case, I'm using my own actually laptop. This is great. It will tell me, okay, select your device and then click on continue. It is very, very important to know that you need to use this software, Adobe Digital Editions software, okay, in order to download the book offline. If you don't have Adobe Digital Editions, you can click here or here. We will take you to Adobe page. This is a free software from Adobe. You can easily just download the right software for your machine. So if you are using Macintosh or you are using Windows, just download the right one for you. And then when you are done, you can come here and say that I'm done with this step, and you can just go to the last step. But just remember, there is some optional kind of thing that you can do with Adobe, not with us. that you can create, if you want, an Adobe ID. This will give you the ability to share your downloaded books with your other devices. So let's say that you have an iPhone and you have an iPad and you have a laptop. So if you have Adobe ID, whenever you download any book on your machine, it will be shared automatically with your iPhone and with your iPad. This is completely optional, and this is a service from Adobe company, not from us. If you don't need to create Adobe ID, no problem. After you download the software, it will ask you, please create account or just authorize your computer without an account. So click on authorize my computer without an account. And then when you are done with this step, can come here, select for how many days you want to download this book. So I want to actually download it for 30 days, and I will click on downloads. By this book will be downloaded in my Adobe Digital Editions software. So now this is the software. I already installed it on my machine, and the book will be downloaded in just a few seconds. It depends on your internet speed. So I can see that now I have the book. It's already downloaded, and I have full access to it without the need of the internet. Okay, so and it will stay with me for 30 days. Okay, so you can just like somehow change the view in order to give you like a better kind of reading experience. As you can see, you can just go to any page. You can copy some text from here. You can bookmark. You can add notes. But just remember, anything you do on the downloaded version of any book, it will disappear. You will lose these notes and comments or whatever after 30 days in our example here. Because it will just like, it's exactly the same concept of borrowing a physical book from your library for 1 month, and then you will return it back. So when you return it back, you will lose your notes, your comments, etc. If you need to have your comments and notes available for you, just do your notes on the online version, on the Ebook Central platform here. So all your notes, the ones that you put and you do here on your book, they will stay forever, as long as the book is available on Ebook Central. Okay? Another thing here, you can download as many books as you want, by the way. There is no restrictions on the number of books you can download. You can come here to the library and you can check all your downloaded books. So here I can see that all my books are here. By the way, we'll tell you exactly how many days remaining for your books before it will expire. So for this particular book, I have 22 days remaining before it will expire. This one 46. This one is already expired. This one is already expired. So basically, you can see and you can monitor how many days you have for this book before it will expire. And by this, you will lose access to it. But of course, if you need it again, you can just go back and you can re-download it again without any problem. So this is how you can download books. Now, let's focus on other things. Let's focus on how really I can just read the book, I can navigate through the book, and I can really experience the book. So let's open another book now, just another example. So I want to just do some kind of search on food industry, okay? And I just want to see other things here. So for example, this book, Food, Economics, Industry, and Markets. And by the way, with your list of results, you can even start and download the book from here. You can start reading it online. You can go to the table of content and check all the table of content. And also, you can add this book to your bookshelf. What is your bookshelf? Bookshelf is your own small library within Ebook Central. So once you have an account on Ebook Central, let's say that you are a faculty member, and you would like to build some kind of books to share it with your students, okay? So you can add your interested books to your bookshelf. So for example, this one, I can add it to my bookshelf. Okay, I can create specific folder, or I can put it in the generic one, the research. Let me just put it in the generic one for now. I will add the item. So this will be added to my bookshelf. This one, I want to add it to my bookshelf also. The same, I just want to keep it in the research folder. This one, I also want to add it to my bookshelf. So I can just put my interested books, the books that I want to see next time I'm on Ebook Central, I can add them to my bookshelf. The books that I want to share with my colleagues or with my students, I can also add them to bookshelf. And after we finish everything, I will explain bookshelf in more details. I will show you how you can easily share your books with your colleagues, with your students. Okay, but this is the beauty of having your own small library, your own bookshelf within Ebook Central. So now let me open this book, for example, the Food Economics. So let me just show you how you can easily just go and what are the options available for you. So for this book, as you can see here, I have up to 66 pages to copy and up to 110 pages to save and download as a PDF. And I can have this book up to 30 days as well. So I can borrow it and download it for offline usage up to 30 days. I can start reading the book online from here. I can download the book also from here or from here. I can save to my bookshelf, which I already saved it in the past. So it's here mentioned saved bookshelf. I can also share link to book. And this is very important. Also, if you want to share this book with your colleagues, with your students, you cannot download the book and then share the book with your students. No, this is not legal. What you can do, you can click on share link to book, take this URL and send it and share it with your students and with your colleagues. Your students and your colleagues should have access to Ebook Central in order to see this link and open the book. And then you can just ask them that, please download the book or download chapter 2, 3, and answer the questions 1, 2, 3, etc. So this is the right way how you can really share books with your colleagues and with your students. And also, let's say that you are writing a research paper and you found some useful information, you took some information out of this book, and you want to list this book as one of your references. We have this option to cite book. So you can use one of these main citation styles, APA, Chicago, Harvard, MLA, and Vancouver. So basically, if I want to do APA, this is how the book is listed in APA citation style. Just copy and paste in your research paper. If you have access to RefWorks or EndNote Citavi, you can export the citation to these amazing softwares, and you can do these referencing kind of thing with these softwares. So this is how you can cite the book. When you open books, some of the books will have some kind of related items or will just suggest other books to read. You can just go and read them. We'll have some information about the author, and you can also browse any chapter, and you can just go to any specific chapter from here. Let me start reading the book online. So I can click on read online to go to that book. And now I can see this is my book. On my left-hand side, I will have this search. So basically, when you search for anything on Ebook Central and you open any book, the search terms that you used, it will be passed to your book by default. So we'll just like you can see how many times food industry were listed in this particular book. We'll just put you the results here. And the more green, the more blue, this means that more words food industry is mentioned inside this chapter. I will come to this later, okay? So let me just close this window now and focus on the book itself. So I can go to any specific page. So let's say that I want to go to page 130. I can write down 130 here, or I can use the mouse. I can zoom in, zoom out, just like to give you a better kind of reading experience. You can add a bookmark. So let's say that you reach this page and you want to add a bookmark. You can click here or here. So this will add a bookmark. So this means that I can come back to it later. I can also add notes. So let's say that, wow, this is very important. I found something very important for me. So I can add notes here. Like, for example, discuss with Dr. Sarah Khan. So this Dr. Sarah Khan is my supervisor. I want to discuss this page, a specific thing on this page. I want to discuss it with my doctor, with my supervisor. I will save it here. Also, what I can do, instead of have a sticky note on a page itself, I can just like select a specific paragraph like this, and I can add a sticky note as well. So this is important. Okay, I can add anything in my, even in my local language. So you can just do it here. And this is because these are your own custom notes. Nobody can see them. It is only for you, okay? And because of that, I have an account. So when I create account, I'm accessing my own notes, my own annotations, so nobody can see them. Also, you can highlight. So for example, if you see something very important, for example, this, oh, this is really important, you can just like highlight it in different color from here, or you can just like go to any specific page and click on highlight, and you can just highlight any paragraph, any sentence. You can change the color as you saw just before a few seconds. So these are the things that you can do. You can add notes, you can add bookmarks, you can add whatever you want, because we really need you to get the best out of your books experience. So basically, when we created the Ebook Central platform, we added these ebooks. We try to give you what you usually can do with your printed books. Okay, in my printed books, I can easily put a bookmark, I can put some sticky notes, I can highlight, add notes, etc. And you can do exactly the same with your ebooks here. You can also get citation from inside the book. You can share link to a specific page. So now I'm on page 99. So I can click on share page. So this link will take the recipient, so the one who will open it, to this exact page. And instead of taking it to the main page of the book, no, it will take him or her to this exact page. I can save and print as PDF. So let's say that this is very important page for me. So I can click on print to PDF. I can save this page as a PDF. I have three options. I can save this current page, or I can say that I want to save pages from 115 to, for example, 130. Or I can even save the current chapter if the number of pages within this chapter is within my daily limit. So these two are exactly the same. So sorry, now let's say that I want to save from 115 to 130 as a PDF. Continue. So now I have this open PDF, and now the PDF is saved on my machine forever. I can save it, I can print it out, I can do whatever I want, because it's now as a normal PDF. There is no expiry. This is a normal kind of thing. And by the way, this is very important, because you might say that, Anas, you know, downloading the book is really great, but why I need to return it back after 30 days? I really need to keep it for longer time. So I will say that this is not us. This is the publishers. They put these kind of restrictions. But what you can do is, instead of downloading the full book and you will have it only for 30 days, no, what about saving chapters? Because honestly speaking, most people will use chapters, not the full book, right? So maybe you can just go to your interested chapter and save it and download it as a normal PDF. And in this case, you'll save it and you'll have it forever. You can print it out, you can put your notes, whatever. And because at the end, it is available for you and it is saved on your machine forever. There is no expiry date when you save any page as a PDF. Okay? And also, you can copy. So basically, you can come to any specific paragraph like this, and you can copy this paragraph. So we will capture only the text and we'll give you the details of the source. Okay, so you can just like Control C and then Control V in your research paper or Microsoft Word or whatever. Okay, if you click, by the way, on copy page on this, on the page itself, we will just capture the text. We'll not capture any images. We'll just will not give you some kind of format, font format. No, we'll just the copy is only for text. So you can copy and then paste it in any place you want. This is for chapter download. This is exactly as print to PDF, but for the entire chapter. If, of course, the number of pages in this chapter is within my daily limit. And last thing here is actually I can do a full download of the book. This is somehow exactly what we did previously, but here it will have like the same steps you need to follow, but with different design. Choose your device, download Adobe Digital Editions, and then just select for how many days you want to keep this book and you want to have it on your machine as to borrow this book. And of course, you need Adobe Digital Editions to use it. So these are the tools available for you in order to really boost your some kind of reading experience and ebooks using experience. Now let's talk to this about these options available on your left side. The first one is about the details of my book. So here we'll list all the details. And by the way, as you can see that I have 65 pages remaining out of 66 from the copy, because I copied one. And I have 94 pages remaining out of 110 because I already saved around 15 pages as a PDF. Okay. Here I will access the table of content. I will see all the chapters. I can just go to any chapter I want. All the annotations, all the highlights, all the notes that you did inside the book, you can find them here. So you can click here and you'll see that in chapter 5, you have 130, you have a bookmark. Click on it. It will take you straight to the bookmark where you can just come here. In chapter 6, we have a note, a sticky note in page 164. I can just come here, double click and see my note. I can delete my note if I want. Okay, so basically you can just delete anything from here, no problem. And the last thing is you can search within the book itself. So here, because we search on Ebook Central for food industry, the system is telling us that, in chapter 5, there's a lot of food industry. It is mentioned here. So you can click to see where is the food industry is mentioned. So I can see that there is like 6 results in this page, and it will be highlighted for easy access, as you can see here. So this is how you can use and you can search for your interested kind of search terms from within the book itself. So these are the main things you need really to consider on how to deal with books, how to search, how to filter, how to access books, what are the tools available for me, and how to download the book. The last thing I want to share with you today is the bookshelf. As I told you, I am a faculty member, I am a researcher, I'm working on a project with my colleagues, and I want to really share some of these books with them. Or I am a faculty member into the engineering department. I found some books, I want to share it with my students. As I mentioned earlier, you just need to save them to your bookshelf, and you can come to your bookshelf here. You'll find all your saved books here, okay? You can create a new folder if you want. So I can create a folder called food industry. Okay. I can add my books from this, the generic research folder to the food industry. So I can just select them all and I can add them to my food industry folder. Because let's say that you are working on different subjects, or you are a teacher for different classes like Physics 101 and Physics 102. So you can create a folder and you can call it Physics 101. You can put the books that you want to share with your students in that folder, and another folders for Physics 102, and you can put your books in that folder and share it with the senior kind of students. So if I want to share these books with my students, I can come to this folder and I can just click on share link to this folder. So in this case, my students, they will be able to access my books here. Okay, they just need to click on this link. Just remind them that they should have an account on Ebook Central in order to see the books. Okay, and also what you can do, you can email the folder as well. If you already put some kind of information, you can also share it. So the annotations that you took also will be shared. You can share it with your students. You can even, let's say that you are doing an assignment and you want to list these 3 books as in your list of references. So I can come select them all and side folder, and I can check the format, or I can even export it to any software like RefWorks or EndNote for better use these citations. So let's say that I want to use the Vancouver citation style and I want to export it as text file. I will export, and now I have these 3 books listed in APA citation style. I will just copy and paste them. 1, 2, 3, and you can just copy because this is following the APA citation style, and just put it in your research paper under the list of references. So you have a lot of these amazing kind of tools to help you manage your books, manage your relationship with your students, with your colleagues as well. You can share books individually, as I showed you how you can share it, or you can put them in folders and share the folder itself. It will be shared with all the annotations, with everything that you put. So by this, you'll make sure that your students and your colleagues are fully aware of everything you want to somehow share and convey to them. And this will give you a better kind of experience on how best to use the ProQuest Ebook Central. So basically, this is somehow everything I want to talk about in today's session. I'll give you some kind of information on how to access, how to create an account, how to search, how to download, how to use the books, how to share them. And for more information, you can just come to our LibGuide here. You can check all our resources. You can just go to the ProQuest Ebook Central resource, this one. So click on this LibGuide. In our LibGuide, we have more details, how best to use the platform, some kind of best practices, how to search, how to download, how to annotate books. And also we have some kind of tutorials, videos. It will take you through all aspects of how best to use Ebook Central. Everything can be accessed from ProQuest resources guide to HEC. And also, if you know more about our other resources available for you, you can access them here. You can know more about them. For example, the Business Premium Collection, which is a database, a collection of things related to business and management, especially journals, magazines, reports, case studies, etc. ProQuest dissertation thesis, also it is the largest collection of dissertation theses in the world. You can click here to learn more about it, and you can access it from here as well. So everything can be accessed from the ProQuest resources guide, which I will share it with you, inshallah, alongside with the recording and with the certificate of attendance, inshallah, maybe this week or early next week, inshallah, or God willing. So by this, I can say that I'm officially done. This is everything I want to cover in today's session. And now I would like to open it for discussion. I want to open it for any kind of questions, comments that you might have. And also, as I mentioned, the slides that I will share with you, I already included here some kind of training videos, the link to our resources, LibGuide. And also, if you have any technical issues, you can contact our support team. And by this, I can say thank you very much. And let's look into the chat and see if I can answer any question that you might have. So Samantha, I don't know, do you wanna somehow highlight any set of questions, or shall I just like look into my questions? What do you think?
Hi, good day, everyone. Can you hear me clearly, Anas?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I think the major questions to answer right now is the certificates. You can address that one, because everyone's asking about certificates, recordings, as well as what details is needed for certificates.
No, the certificate, yeah.
Okay, then there's questions on which I've assigned to you, which you need to address. I've responded to all the questions in the chat. So the ones that I assigned to you, those are the ones that you can address, please.
Okay, sure. So basically, to answer the certificate question, everyone attended the session. We will use the same first name, last name that you used to register, and I will send you the certificate, inshallah, very soon. In case there is any problem, any issue with the certificate, just contact us. It is fine. Please do not put your names in the chat. We'll not be able to check them. But once you receive your certificate, check the name and contact us if you have any comment. Okay. This is about the certificate. For the questions, let me just look into the Q&A section and see. So there is a question about does Ebook Central give access to non-university students? So Osama, Hamayun, no, unfortunately, basically, it is available for all university students and staff, faculty under HEC. So for people outside universities, unfortunately, they will not be able to access it. This is HEC, Higher Education Commission, is paying a yearly subscription for this amazing collection of ebooks, only for the students, for the faculty, and for the university users. There is a question about, can we pay some amount for downloading these books? Of course not. It is available for free for all of you. Already HEC is paying the subscription to make sure that you get the amazing content available in the market today to help you boost your research experience and boost your knowledge. Do we have legal studies? Yes, we have legal studies. You can just go and check for legal books and you'll find it. Most of the legal related books we have is because it is coming from international publishers. So it will not be like a local Pakistani laws, but it will be like international laws, political sciences, etc. We will share the recording, as I told you, inshallah, with everything, with everyone, with you, inshallah. Do we have Arabic literature books? No, unfortunately, we don't have Arabic books here. It is mainly English books. Okay. We don't have a university email. How we can access the platform? No problem at all. If you at least coming from a university, just follow the steps I showed you. Come to ProQuest Ebook Central, ProQuest Resources Guide, proquest.libguides.com/HEC, which I will share it inshallah with the slides, with everything with you. Come and click on ProQuest Ebook Central, and then click and create an account. No problem. We'll identify that you are coming from authorized place. So basically, you will be able to create account even using your Gmail or Hotmail email address, although it is recommended to use your university email address. Or otherwise, I think the HEC Digital Library, yeah, I think it's now back. The other way to access the ProQuest Ebook Central is to go to the HEC Digital Library page. You can see under useful links, there's ebooks. I can click on ebooks. The third one is eBrary, e-content platform. Click on it, and here's the link. So you can click on it, and you'll be taken to ProQuest Ebook Central. This is the second way how you can access ProQuest Ebook Central. Thank you very much. So if we do not, I already answered this question. Let me see. I will send you, everyone, I will send you, inshallah, as I told you, a copy of the presentation and the recording. So there is no tomorrow session. For me, I have next week a session on Ebook Central. Again, it will be exactly the same topics we will discuss. So if you already attended today's session, no need to attend next week's session, although you are more than welcome to attend. So can engineer publish general research paper using this platform? I mean, just like IEEE that provide chance to students for publishing their research paper. Mr. Dr. Adil Farouk, we are not a publisher. You cannot publish with us. So, and this is ebooks platform. This is like if you already published a book with a specific publisher, and we have an agreement with this publisher, you might find your book here, but you cannot publish with us because we are not a publisher. Can we copy the content and save it to MS Word to create a separate PDF? So basically, you have, as you saw, that you can copy some books, some pages from a book. You can save as PDF in order to use it in your day-to-day research and study kind of life. But you cannot, of course, save the entire book and then share it with people from outside HEC. Okay. How to share the book? As I told you, sharing the book is basically by just sharing the link to that book. Okay, this is very important. I just want to also mention, I told you about this DRM free titles, the titles with no restrictions. So the question will be how to access them. You have two ways to access these titles. The first one is using like advanced search or the basic search. So in the advanced search, let's say that after you put all your things here, so you are searching for things related to pharmacy, there will be an option to show you the books with unlimited print, copy, and download. So if you take this option and search, so it will list you all the books with no restrictions, and these books related to pharmacy. How can I know that they don't have restrictions? I can just open this book, for example, and I will see this message. There are no copy, print, or download restrictions on this title. So this means I can print out the entire book and save it as a normal PDF with no need to have Adobe Digital Editions. And there is no expiry for this book. So we have now, as I told you, around 25,000 books available as DRM free. Okay. Okay, so let me just see other questions. Thank you very much. For how long you'll have an access? So this is a subscription, yearly subscription based. HEC, inshallah, is going to renew for next year. We are now negotiating with them. So inshallah, you'll have it forever, inshallah. Yani HEC, they really believe in this platform as an amazing platform. And inshallah, you will have access to it at least for the next year, inshallah. Okay, so if our university is not registered with this facility, then how we can avail this facility? So you, as all HEC members, all universities, they have access to ProQuest Ebook Central if they are part of HEC. So all of them they have. You can come, as I mentioned, to the ProQuest LibGuide page or the HEC Digital Library and click in Ebook Central, and then you can just go and access the books. And by the way, Now, because of coronavirus, we know that a lot of people, they are actually working from home. So because of that, you don't need to be physically inside the university in order to access this place. You just need to go to the HEC Digital Library page or the ProQuest LibGuide, and anyone inside Pakistan can access Ebook Central nowadays, okay? So what is the role of the institution in doing subscription to ProQuest? So basically, Higher Education Commission is doing all the work, and they provide these amazing sources to everyone in Pakistan. So the university is just need to get the benefit out of these amazing resources. So I answered the question about if you need to submit your work to this platform. No, unfortunately, you cannot submit because we are not publisher. How we can add our dissertation thesis to the ProQuest dissertation thesis global repository. Dr. Muhammad, unfortunately, you cannot do it because this should come from the university itself. We need to have an agreement with the university, and by this university, they can add their dissertation thesis to the other platform, the ProQuest platform, and the ProQuest dissertation thesis database. Okay. Let me, mashallah, there's a lot of questions. I'm really sorry if I cannot answer all of them, but in all cases, as I told you, I'll be sharing my email address and my phone number, so you can even contact me via WhatsApp or via email, and I'll do my best, inshallah, to answer all the questions. So let me just see. Thank you very much. To publish a book. Okay, so as I told you, for related to publishing, we cannot unfortunately add books here because we are not publishers. Okay, and for the registration, I showed you how to register. You just need to come from HEC Digital Library portal or ProQuest Resources Guide, and you can click on ProQuest Ebook Central, and then you can sign in and register. It is very, very easy. The videos and the recordings, everything will be sent to you to your email address, to everyone registered and attended the session, inshallah. Okay, so I think I just let me just stop the recording for now, and I will also continue taking your questions.